It's going to be the Sacramento Kings tonight, 39, 24-1. That is no fluke. That is hard work. And that is you guys coming in here being the sharpest chat I know, bringing winners, bringing the energy. Also, Squad Ride 1, Providence, great. Fuck me. They win games, they cover games. It's fucking annoying. Mikey Over's coming on. Might have changed the odds. Maybe that'll change everything. Maybe I'll be a Providence guy. Maryland out to a fat lead. They have 75 votes already. And we're going to absolutely attack the college basketball card today. Winners only. All right, so we're Mormons tonight. We're going to be soaking with our winnings, okay? And we're 42, 24-1 in squad rides. Dwayne Wade alley-ooping it left and right every fucking day. Let's go BYU. We're soaking in the winnings. It starts tonight with Manhattan, +5. The Jaspers, they get it done at home for the squad ride. Let's end the best fucking week we've had on this goddamn show so far, all right? Why not us?
There we go.
+115. Boom. You know why? Because I trust the squad ride, and that shit prints. What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. BTL episode 173 piece with your guy Krabs and Jovan. Unfortunately, we were trying to surprise you guys with a new UI, new backgrounds going on. Had a little bit of difficulties, got a late start. That's on us. We will have this up ASAP, okay? I promise you guys it's going to be worth it, and you're going to like it, okay? You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Remember that stupid commercial? Jovan, late start. We gotta cut the shit. We gotta dive right in. All right.
Yeah, we gotta cook.
We don't have time. We don't have time to talk about LeBron yesterday. I don't know if he hit his points or not. We don't have time to go over that. All we have time to do is go over Michigan State, shouting them out, and Ole Miss, and Chico Carter for playing hurt and going under as well. That's all we have time for. We don't have time to talk LeBron. All right.
Yeah, that's all we got.
All right? So we move. Okay. Let's hop right into CBB today because there's like 15 decent games worth talking about. All right. Let's dive right in here. Jovan, we could start with a game I've got coins on already. Creighton and Seton Hall. All right. System play here for Seton Hall. All right. I'm taking the points. Don't care if the line moved. Doesn't matter to me. I'm taking it. And look, these guys already played a couple weeks ago, right? Seton Hall lost 83-61. This is like 2 weeks ago. And now they're only getting 4.5 points here. I mean, how much of a favorite can you make, a Creighton team on the road in a divisional game? I don't know. But it's a little short even with the move, in my opinion. So I'm back in Seton Hall at home, taking the points and not thinking twice about it. Okay? Jovan, I don't think you're in love with this play, but where's your head at in this game?
Yeah, I'm not in love with it, to say the least, because, Seton Hall, they have looked – I guess you could say pretty good in the last couple of games. I think they've won, 3 in a row. Granted, DePaul, St. John's, and can't see the third, Butler. So take it how you want it. So, I like it. I think the line opened up really, really short, which kind of makes me somewhat look past the move. I just don't love the move up to 4.5. That's my only concern. Basketball side of things, too. They, torched them by 20 points, 22 points in that first matchup. That was at Creighton. So seeing that 2.5 opener is really, really weird. The one thing that's really difficult to do against Seton Hall is to really just run in the paint, which Creighton tries to do sometime when you got guys clogging the paint like Kalkbrenner. But they did a really good job of that in the first game against Indefo. So is that going to happen again? Probably not. So maybe they keep it close today.
Okay. Creighton definitely getting a big chunk of change on the ML, about 80% of bets and handle on the ML. I'd imagine they're a pretty popular bet, and they have been over the last couple hours, hence why the line's been moving. Since it opens, not really shocking to see the line move in Creighton's favor with how good they've looked.
Yeah.
So, Dyson, yours is down to 4. Was it at 4.5 at one point? Just curious, because I think we are starting to see no more real 4.5s unless you look at good old FanDuel who doesn't do even numbers, right?
Yeah.
I will double check, but yeah, that's where I'm at in that game. I've got Seton Hall locked in. All right. Yeah, it looks like everywhere else pretty much has 4s across the board, which is good. All right. What about Nebraska and Michigan? Jovan, Michigan laying 11.5 at home. It's a tough team to cap. They're a little inconsistent, but they've been playing decent lately. Now, Nebraska's coming off an outright win to Penn State, which nobody really expected. I'm going to botch his name, but what is it? Kiese Tominaga.
Yeah.
Tominaga. This kid just had a 30-piece in the last game. He's from Japan. He's really freaking good. Can he replicate it today against Michigan's soft defense? What do you think?
I mean, it's tough because this is a Nebraska, not just Tominaga with he's strapped right now, which is wild, but they're playing with so much pace, so much tempo, which that could spell a little bit of trouble for Michigan, basketball brain side of things. But also, I haven't been impressed with Michigan whatsoever. They've been really struggling. So why the hell are they 9.5 up to 11 some places? I mean, the splits are okay. I know Michigan's ripped off some games. They beat Ohio State. They looked okay in that game. Northwestern in that game as well. They looked good for stretches, but they didn't impress me. Before that, they're on a little stretch where they're pretty bad too. So it's hard. I don't see a reason why they're laying this number against a Nebraska team that looks much improved from the start of the conference season.
Okay. Yeah, and that number's moved from 9.5 to 11.5.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, after Nebraska pulling off that upset, I'm good. I'm going back to them. I'm with Lance. No play for me in this one. Yep, I agree. Somebody asked about the over in that game. Yeah, I think I'm good on overs for a little bit after that Rutgers game last night. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that was.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you. That was like two completely different basketball games.
I know.
First half, running up and down the court, shooting a lot, scoring a lot, playing confident, both teams. Second half, I don't know what the heck their coaches were saying at halftime. Definitely was not the right stuff. Both teams came out flat. Both teams came out slow and scared. It was weird. I don't know what the heck happened there, but I didn't like it. So I'm good on overs. That's why I don't bet overs. All right. DeVries, yeah, you guys are talking a lot about Drake and DeVries. No team was beating them last night. They would have beaten the number one team in the country. They would have beaten Purdue last night the way they shot. That's just one of those nights. DeVries is him. He's awesome. That team is good. I really hope they win their conference tournament because probably not going to be an auto bid. Also, did you see Drake's corny ass bit last night on TV on TNT?
I thought it was like a joke. I didn't think that was real.
Well, it was a joke, but that was a real thing he decided to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I legit thought it was like because I just looked up and I saw that and I was like, I thought one of my roommates like airplayed it to the screen or something. I didn't think that was like there was like no way that could legit be a part of the LeBron little presentation. That was wild.
Got to make it about Drake.
He's so
like, when
funny.
Is this going to end? Like,
he's funny though. That's what he is. He's a comedian at heart. He's just the corniest dude ever. I mean, it's funny, but it's just so tough to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary, to be honest with you.
No, went a little far.
And no, not DeVry University. I don't think they have teams, to be honest with you. We're talking about Tucker DeVries on Drake University, not to be confused with the rapper Drake we were just talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going around. All right. LeBron is corny AF. What do you expect? Yeah, he is a cornball, but shout out the GOAT. He's the GOAT. All right. LeBron, he deserved it. He's awesome. We'll leave it at that. Let's go to Morgantown, West Virginia. This might be a nuke and a half. We heard DeGen tweet about it earlier. We've heard about the system, right? 23-10, unranked favorites. That's their record against ranked opponents this year. Shout out Josh Applebaum from Visson. Little system he's been tracking. When a team that's not supposed to be a favorite is a favorite, you should take them responsibly. Pretty much what I'm saying. I'll give you the spark notes there. All right? Here's a spot for you right now. West Virginia moving from 2.5 to 3.5. Jovan, we've been talking about this game all week. Tell me how West Virginia wins this game.
Yeah, and this is going to be a game where we probably hear West Virginia quite a bit because it's a pretty obvious spot and everybody knows the system at this point. So is it going to regress at some point, the little system? Yeah, probably. But this is one that, like you said, we've been talking about for probably even more than a week now. We were talking about it a little bit last week, looking forward to the spot too, and I like it for basketball reasons as well. I think they're going to win this game with their defense. And it's not necessarily to say that this is going to be a 60-62 type game, which it very well could be. I think that's generally around the total, but they're going to press. And the blueprint to beat Iowa State has been you pressure the ball, you full court press them if you have to. That's why they turned the ball over 20 times against Texas Tech and against Mizzou and looked pitiful. And Kansas didn't really do that. So it's a good spot to back them as well, coming off that big win where they finally looked like they started to put it together after that stretch of unimpressive basketball. And West Virginia is just one of those teams, like an Oklahoma State, who's just really, really good at home. And they, am pretty keen on laying the money line here because they've done this time and time again where they can't finish the game because they really don't have a closer unless it's somebody that's hot on that given day, like Eric Stevenson in that one game against Auburn, which they won and didn't cover, and he was the only one on that team. But I think they win this game. I think they put Iowa State offensively in hell.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. What's Iowa State's one weakness? Playing on the road against teams giving them pressure when they have the rock. They got guards who they freak out. They don't know how to stay composed a little bit. So we saw it against Texas Tech. We've seen it with this team on the road all season. We're going to see it again tonight.
Yeah.
People are talking about the scoring record not going to be broken for a while. It'll probably be broken by Kevin Durant in a couple years, and then probably rebroken by Luka Doncic in probably 15 years.
Just wait. I mean, give Cam Thomas a full season. It's broken.
That kid is going bonkers. If you guys aren't hip, he's got like 120 points in 3 games.
Yeah, he's
That's
ridiculous.
no joke.
Ridiculous.
That is no joke. Wembanyama, sure. I'm really excited to watch Wembanyama play, man.
I know.
He's
That's
going to be awesome.
awesome.
All right. West Virginia. I'm laying the ML. I'm assuming you are as well.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay, sure. Yep. Who's Luka Doncic? Brother, you got some work to do. It's definitely a joke, though, I'd hope. Let's go to Blacksburg. Little revenge spot for the Hokies. Don't let them get hot. They already lost to BC. Unbelievable. That's probably the worst loss ever, although they are 11-13, Boston College is, but they are way worse than that if you ask me. Boston College has beaten us the last 4 times, Jovan. We've talked about this year. Now, usually it's done at Boston College, but they did beat us last time in Blacksburg too. I don't know what it is, but they have our number. But this is a fat number. This is large. And I think we absolutely steamroll and continue our offensive firepower we've shown the last couple weeks. I think we keep scoring points. I don't really see how Boston College can keep up. When they win games, when they play in games, they're scoring in the 50s and 60s. When Tech's playing like they're supposed to, they're scoring in the 70s and 80s, and we're going to get that tonight. Nobody in Boston College is going to be able to strap us up. If Padola can play defense on Langford like he did with Kihei Clark, legacy performance, where he literally took him out of the ball game there and strapped him up, best defensive performance I've ever seen, they win this game by 20.
I like BC in the under.
Damn.
I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think it's going to be a really ugly game, which I guess plays into BC a little more. I think it's going to come down to the GOAT, Quentin Post, which I think I've said his name a couple of times. If you aren't familiar, you get familiar. So I think him being dominant kind of in the paint, which, I mean, Virginia Tech's not a team who can really contain any of that. If he starts hitting shots, if he's getting on the boards, which he should be able to, I think they keep this one close. And I think it's going to be a really slow-paced game. I do think it stays under. I like that under too. I can't see them pulling away. And, like, obviously I love to fade them coming off of that massive win as well. So, spot, basketball brain, I do like BC.
Okay. It's a lot of points.
It is. They've been bad.
Points.
They've been bad, especially on the road. That's the thing. Other than what? I can't remember.
Yeah, they're 1-6 on the road outright. We're 11-2 at home.
Yeah. So, I mean, that plays into it a little bit as well.
Okay. Both teams pretty favorable to the over this year. Probably due to regress, too. Don't hate the under. Look, I don't really see VT slowing down anytime soon. I think they're feeling pretty good. I think they're feeling pretty dangerous. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Beating UVA, ranked whatever they were, 6 in the country or whatever.
Yeah.
4 in the country, whatever. This is the best that the Hokies have been feeling all year. Couture's healthy. They're playing great. I don't want to get in the way of them. I'm biased. I'll let you have BC, though. I totally get it. Get it.
I mean, I don't think they're going to come out and lose this game. I think it's just going to be.
They will not lose this game.
It can be one where BC kind of hangs around for a while. Maybe they pull it out, towards the end. BT wins 100%. By like 7-8.
They have our number. They do.
They do.
I don't know what it is, but in the Mike Young tenure, Boston College, they own us. They do. So I don't hate grabbing the 13 points. I'm not taking my Hokies today. All I know is that I think we're balling. I think people want the splits up too. They're asking for it. We can do that.
Got them.
Real quick though, before we pull them up, Yeah, people were asking, don't forget to purchase some pure Shenandoah. All right. Link is in the chat. Okay. If you guys have been making coin from these bets we've been giving out for free, left and right, go to pureshenandoah.com. Okay. This is shit that I use myself. All right. I literally have it right here. Boom. These are fire. Okay. Use them responsibly. They have THC in them. Okay. The CBD ones on the website don't. All right. These are for going to sleep. These work well. My roommates use them who don't smoke. These knock them out better than melatonin. So if you need some help going to sleep, or if you're an athlete, okay? If you're an athlete and you use some of those like Perform sticks or whatever, like those hot fire and ice things, they have these CBD ones that work wonders after workouts. So even if you're just going to the gym, they got these twist up things you rub on like your arms after an arm day, and you'll heal up quicker, and they actually work. So check that shit out. 15% off. All right. We don't charge for shit. Support our partners because they have good products and they're fun. Use them responsibly. All right. Promo code BOOKIT. 15% off. Check out their site. Do it for me. If we made you coins this week, please check it out. Send me DMs of receipts. I want to give away a sweatshirt, but not getting enough receipts, so I can't do it. Send me receipts today, and I'll give away a sweatshirt. Come on.
There we go.
Come on. All right. Let's get these splits going. Love it. Good work. Yep. Good movement there.
There we go. Big move.
We can go kind of in order. I don't really care for anything else on this board. We saw Hofstra move from, what were they at? It's like 5.5 to 7.5 on the roads. We know Northeastern is one of those stupid teams that is sharp every time. Don't get it. So I don't hate Hofstra here. I don't even care that they're public. I'm not taking it myself, but they win that game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're probably the team that is my Virginia Tech type that I don't want to get in the front of them right now. They're rolling, especially against Northeastern. Hate that team.
Yep.
Anything here?
What are you thinking about Charleston UNC Dubs?
That's a fat number, is it not?
Yeah. That is a fat number for a team that's kind of been struggling. I would say so.
What I mean,
a team who plays well against them.
Yeah, I mean that game was what, a one possession game. I know it was in UNC Wilmington, which is a much different game, but
they have magical powers there at home. Yep.
Yeah, that's a fat number, and to be honest with you, I don't even know if that crazy number, is going to get me to take Charleston.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm good. I'll be rooting for them. I think they cover. I'm not betting it myself. I'm good. I'm watching the wagon from afar and rooting them on. I'm good on betting them until they get their swagger back that I saw earlier on in the season. Against a team like UNCW that's fucking good. I know they're not at home and don't have magical powers tonight, but that's a decent ball club, and it's tough to beat a team twice in conference. Both teams at the top of the division or top of the conference, right? It's not going to be easy. Do I think Charleston covers and wins? Yeah, like you said, Jovan, this is a big number. I was expecting this to be around 5.5, dude.
Yeah.
6.5, 9.5. My goodness. I like Charleston. If you're trying to back the wagon tonight, I support. I'll be rooting for you, but I'm being picky with how hot we've been. Okay.
Yeah, gotta do that. Rest of these, Syracuse, FSU. You have any takes on that game?
I do. I wanted to talk about Boeheim for a second. Boeheim, buddy, either retire or adapt. This is not 1980, okay? You can't just walk into, an underprivileged kid's home and throw him 10K anymore and get him to come and expect him to just follow you anymore. It's different. They're paying these guys legally now, coach, and they're making a ton of money. They're making more money than probably you are, some of these guys. And, coach, times have changed, all right? And you sound like an idiot after a loss when you go up on the podium and point fingers at all these other teams who are using the transfer portal and paying their guys with NIL all by the rules, at least as far as we know, just because Jim Boeheim doesn't hit the transfer portal and now he's reaping, the consequences of that because their team stinks and every other team in college basketball hits the portal to fill gaps on the roster. Boeheim didn't believe in it. Now they're behind. And that was him who fucked that up, all right? So either change or shut up because you sound like an idiot whining after a loss. With that being said, I like Syracuse today. I think
Really?
Boeheim will have those boys fired up to play for him. I do. He's a chotch. There's no doubt about it. He's a jerk. But he's a good coach. He'll have those boys fired up on the road. Line was short. Don't care. It's Florida State. They're one of those teams too. But they stink, Jovan. And that line, I think, opened up around 2. And now it's at 3.5. I'm cool with it. Relatively public, not really surprising. If I could see the bet percentage on the ML, that'd be cool. If you could scroll over. Okay. Yeah. So some fatter bets coming in on Syracuse. I think after talking all that smack, Jim Boeheim gets the boys in check. Gerard and co get going. And they win this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between with this game because somebody did say in chat, I mean, Jesse Edwards is going to absolutely feast in this game because it's a fantastic matchup for him. But the other thing, too, I think if you're trying to think of a prototypical type of guy to dice a zone, I think Matthew Cleveland is a fantastic candidate for that. So I think they're going to find some success offensively. I do think the opener is short. I don't want to go against the move, so I'm probably not going to take FSU here, but I wouldn't be shocked if they come out and win this game, especially being that, I mean, FSU last couple games have been pretty terrible. I mean, they barely scraped one out against Louisville. They got murdered by NC State, and Syracuse is coming off of a game on the road against BC with the same exact line that they covered pretty comfortably. So I wouldn't be shocked to see the Seminoles pull this one out here.
Okay. Well, I'm not taking Syracuse, just a lean for me. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'll probably
like going against you, but
no. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to bet FSU, but I can tell you what, I'll probably be on Jesse Edwards something. Jesse Edwards something, and if they put up Matthew Cleveland assists, that's what I'll be on for this game.
Okay. All right. Syracuse beat them last year when they played pretty damn well, 96-57. Some obviously, changes to these teams relatively, but a lot of the same guys.
FSU, I think, I think is pretty wildly different.
Yeah, they've gotten way worse.
Yeah, for the worse.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that's concerning. But Florida State has won 3 out of the last 5 matchups, so they do have pretty good success against the zone. They always have.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the line's short.
Could be.
I don't know. They're short every game, so I'm good. But yeah, I don't hate it. What about Richmond and G-Dubs? What a game tonight. This line's been bouncing around like crazy. This is where it opens. And then last night, George Washington became the favorite, slight favorite. I saw him up to 1.5 some places. Woke up this morning, Richmond back to a favorite. Look, if Richmond plays defense like they did in the last 8 to 10 minutes of that game last time around when we took them for the POD on Sunday, if they play like that, at the end of that game, if they play like that today, they're going to win this game by 30. That's a huge if. We haven't seen Richmond play any defense at all this whole season until yesterday. So I really don't know what to do in this spot. It's definitely a weird freaking line after Richmond's coming off that win, in my opinion. But they've been so bad of late if you take out that last game. It's a tough read for me. It's still Richmond against George Washington, so seeing Richmond only be a -1 favorite is baffling to me. I haven't seen that in forever. And yeah, Connor Carr in chat saying Richmond 5-0 last 5. Yeah, they beat them. They crush them every year. Weird. I lean G-Dubs. I do. Now that the line's back, I don't like that the line's back to where it was. I liked GW better when they were -1.5 today, or this morning. Now I'm probably off. What are you thinking about the Spiders versus G-Dubs?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to lean George Washington. You probably have a better read on some of the A10 than I do, but
yeah,
they've been pitiful these last couple games. 3 straight double-digit losses, including, a 26-point loss in their last game at home against Duquesne, where it was also a short line. They were favored by 1, which I thought was weird. I wasn't on that side, but definitely kept tabs on it. And, Richmond obviously coming off of the big comeback win where their defense was immaculate, and now we're seeing a little higher of a total than we see in most Richmond games, which, yes, is probably a GW tax as well. But I would have to lean their side with this. I don't know. This looks really weird.
You lean G-Dubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do too. So I'm trying to think. I mean, Fordham had so many three-pointers in that game on Sunday. They just could not buy a fucking bucket. But they had so many wide-open threes. Quisenberry was going for that record, and it was in his head, and he couldn't make a bucket to save his life. I mean, if they shot at a normal rates, Fordham, in that last game, okay, first game was 138 and went under. Now it's a little higher. Yeah, we're getting points, and if we're getting points, they're probably coming from G-Dubs. Fat. If we're getting points, they're probably coming from the home team that likes to run and get their shots up, to say the least. Look, if Richmond's perimeter D is weak like it was on Sunday, and even though it worked out for Richmond because Fordham played like shit, if Brendan Adams and James Bishop get any of that similar spacing from three-point, it's over. Because one of those two guys is going to be hot, and they're going to feed the hot hands. That's what they do, where one of the two of them is just going ape shit and takes over the game. And who the heck's going to cover him? I mean, Burton's a forward. He's not going to be covering him. Yeah, Richmond's defense doesn't scare me at all. 7% of handle? What are you talking about, handyman?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Fordham missing some shots, first GW Richmond game, GW went 5 of 26 from 3. I don't think that's going to happen again. They got
26 threes up.
Yeah, 26 threes up. Shot 19%. And they also sent Richmond to the line 27 times. So, are both of those going to happen again? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know the last time. I'm trying to look it up. I don't know the last time G-Dubs has lost to Richmond. I can't remember it in my lifetime. Let's see. The last time they beat them was a crazy game in 2018, 103-77 at home. Jesus. Adams' legacy game, it could be Drew. It's going to be either Adams or Bishop, and we'll find out early, and you ride the hot hand. I wish we had live props to be able to take, because that would be free coin. Somebody's doing it. And if that total's weirdly high after the first game went under, the points probably aren't coming from Richmond. Hate to say it for the Spiders, but that could be an ad.
Yeah,
that could be an ad.
Don't mind them at all.
Might be the move. Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. You got anything in that game? Game stinks.
Yeah, the game sucks. I got absolutely no read on that game.
Okay, I got the Irish. I think they pull it out for coach.
For coach, there you go.
Their roster's better. They should win the game. If effort levels are equal, they should win the game. But both teams are dead. And chat, I'm on Seton Hall. Jovan TBD on that, I think.
Yeah.
Probably no, but that's okay.
Maybe.
Delaware. You want to talk about Delaware, Bet Beast? We did skip over that. Delaware's 4-8 conference. Drexel 7-5. Drexel beat them 2 weeks ago. Delaware hasn't covered since Nam and is coming off an outright loss to Monmouth. Monmouth is one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Line open 2.5, now 3.5. And Drexel beat Charleston outright 2 games ago. I like the Hens. Maybe the Hens get going in the second half of the season like they did last year and make their way into the freaking tournament. I don't know. Who knows? And look, right is wrong. The surprise was it's not even here today, but we're working on a new background for the stream. It was supposed to be today, TBD. Didn't work. We're going to get it fixed and up and running soon, okay? Jovan, I like the Blue Hens here at home to fade Drexel. After they've been playing decent ball. I know they have a loss in between that win with Charleston, a bad loss.
Yeah, that's what's keeping me away, because that's a really bad loss. And I know Delaware like that. I mean, I guess we missed that, or I guess it was on Saturday, so it really didn't matter. But that would have been the spot for me, the big fade spot. So I missed that. I don't know if this is it. I know Delaware also lost to Monmouth last week, so legacy week for them. So probably lean Delaware, but I don't know if that's one that's screaming at me. Yeah,
unless Justin Mutz is putting on the bright blue sneakers again, bright blue Jordans are going back out to lace them up for Delaware. I don't know if it's worth the bet.
Maybe not.
Yeah, splits are okay.
Yeah, they're all right. Nothing bad.
Okay.
Nothing bad at all.
Pissing away money if you take them to win the CAA. Yeah, I probably wouldn't take them. All right. What do we got? Somebody asked a question about Vermont. You boys mind looking at Vermont Maine splits? Vermont will roll them tonight. Let's take a peep. Vermont moving from 7.5 to 8.5. Looks like they are getting big old bets. Good amount of them. Not too big, but they're getting some bets. I mean, Maine is atrocious. I don't know if these guys have played yet this year. They have. Vermont clapped them up, beat them by 20 as they should. Don't look now, but Vermont is starting to whip into shape, Jovan.
They are, just a little bit.
Not only are they winning games, they are winning by a lot. Besides the UMBC game, their last 4 games, 4 of the last 5 games, they've won by like 20 points. So they're starting to play like the Vermont team we know and love, right, from years past. It makes a tournament every year. Dylan Penn is starting to heat up as well, looking like they're finally getting some chemistry. And yeah, Matt, we are on W, sure. That being said, this line is short for a terrible Maine team, but Maine does have a decent record, I guess, for how bad they actually are, 10-13. I'm okay with laying it with Vermont here. I know they've already won once, and I hate backing a team to do that twice, especially to cover again. But damn, Ken Palm only has Vermont by 3. Damn. Yeah, Vegas knows something in this one. Vermont probably rolls. Probably rolls on the road. Don't let them get hot.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on Vermont. Oh, that's short.
Yeah, it is a spec short.
Yeah.
It opened up short.
Yeah, it definitely opened up short.
But I mean, Maine's been winning games too. Maine just beat UMBC by 40. Vermont just beat UMBC by 6. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not betting this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's get that on record. Belmont, Missouri State. You can't tell me this line isn't weird, Jovan.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I'm no Belmont believer, but they've been playing decent ball. I'm a little surprised. Didn't think they'd be legit this year after a lot of turnover. But look, Missouri State, they don't have Isaiah Mobley or Mosley walking through that door again. He's gone. You know, they're nothing special. They haven't covered a game since Nam. Belmont, on the other hand, they've been playing pretty decent overall. I mean, they did drop games to Murray State and Drake, but those are 2 teams, in my opinion, that are just better than them. So what can you do? Why the heck is Missouri State, a 12-12 team? I know they're a little bit better in conference, but a 12-12 team. Why are they laying? Why are they a favorite against a Belmont team that, number 1, has been great in years past, and number 2 is just better this year?
Yeah, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. This line does not make any sense whatsoever. Missouri State's just been bad. They've been terrible. I mean, they're coming off a 20-point loss against Southern Illinois. This overall back-to-back disappointing performances. Sometimes you think they're sharp. Sometimes you think they're not. They're just bad overall. And this Belmont team, I think, is starting to hit their stride. They look great. It's a team that I didn't believe in at the start of the year. They were pretty bad, especially offensively, but they're starting to put it together. There's a short line in this matchup the first time, and Belmont blew past that. I don't think you get a repeat tonight. I think at home, Missouri State is going to take care of business tonight. Belmont wagon stops momentarily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in. I like them. Yeah, pick Citrus. Keep it simple because they're winning the game.
Yeah, check out the ML splits too.
Sheesh.
Those are nice.
Some big old bets.
Yeah.
That'll be in the squad ride for sure.
There we go.
Yeah, I like it. Missouri State wins that game. Missouri State has a decent guy on their team. Chance fucking, what is his last name? Chance Moore. Sure. Transfer from Arkansas last year. Didn't really do shit at Arkansas, but he's their best player at Missouri State.
Yeah.
So, gonna need to be a legacy performance from him. Let's see if they put him up on Prize Picks. Somebody let me know.
That'd be nice.
I doubt it, though. I doubt it. Yeah, he never played. Yep. All right. What else, Jovan? What else you like up on this nasty-ass board?
I'm probably going to be giving a look to the Bulls, USF. up against Memphis
I was
tonight in
hoping you
Tampa.
weren't going to say that.
I gotta say it. I gotta say it. This USF team, at least offensively, they've kind of turned a corner. And not to say they're the most explosive offense, but they put an emphasis on it. They've really just stopped playing defense. But their offense has gotten better and better. Tyler Harris has really become the guy for that team. Russell Chua in the middle, been a huge piece. And he wasn't in that first game that they played at Memphis, which they still kept very competitive. So I think this is a situation where I look back at that first game and say, okay, Tyler Harris was good, not great. Dropped 17, but a lot of that was from the free throw line. He was pretty inefficient running the offense. Russell Chua, big on the boards. He had 11 boards, but did nothing offensively. And other than that, not much for USF. And this is a Memphis team where in this game, like Kendrick Davis is going to get his. DeAndre Williams is probably going to get his too. But a big part of that game, especially defensively, was Alex Lomax, who is obviously not a part of the equation for this Memphis team for the rest of the year. So I think this USF team offensively is hitting a stride, and I think they keep this one pretty close today. And this Memphis, played a lot of emotional games, a lot of close games recently, a lot of offensive outputs as well. So maybe the clock stops here.
Doesn't bug you that they're coming off an outright loss, -7 against Tulane's? Tulane's
No.
a decent team.
No, because that's a big emotional overtime game. So I'm fine fading teams off of that.
Okay.
Especially against USF, who really hasn't had a decent program in years. They're just starting to catch their stride a little bit here. Their offenses.
This is the best roster they've had in years. That's for sure. They brought in some transfers.
Yeah, it's not even close. They've been.
Yeah.
I love them. Tyler Harris is a GOAT. I'll probably be on him today as well.
Okay. We got a stat for us in chat. Texas Tech has covered +6 9 out of 10 last meetings. Last game they didn't cover was in 2018, and OK State is missing Avery Anderson, second leading scorer on the team. Just a heads up. Well, first of all, I appreciate that. Whether I agree or not, always appreciate somebody grinding and dropping some facts. If you think I'm fading Oklahoma State at home, you're on crack. Number 2, respectfully, no chance I'm doing that. I can't.
Yeah, especially with the move.
They become just, they level up at home, to say the least. There's teams like that in basketball that can't win on the road and play great at home. That's just how it is. And they're incredible at home. And they're laying 6. They're a shitty team. They're laying 6 against another shitty team in conference. I think Texas Tech has been sharp damn near every freaking game this year, and they still never cover or win. They're 9-14 ATS this year. They're 12-11, but I think they have 1 win in conference, maybe 2. Give me OK State to stay hot. This team is legit. And if they're laying 6.5 without Avery Anderson, that's wild.
Yeah, and it is weird though. I guess if you're wanting a Texas Tech angle, which I guess this really doesn't have to affect the outcome of the game, but I thought it was really, really weird because I was secretly on this as well. Kevin O'Banner on Saturday against Baylor.
Yep.
He was a very popular pick for a lot of people on his points. At I think it was 14.5 is what it opened at, which he elite cardio session, like Chico Carter type cardio session. He had like 6 points. And now it opened at 15 against Oklahoma State at home, which is a incredibly better defense. So I thought that was really, really weird when I saw that.
That is a little off.
Yeah.
Are you playing anything?
I might give a stab at that. It's tough to bet anybody against Oklahoma State. So, I'm not fully endorsing it, but that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, Jangus, we'll talk about Super Bowl and Lax after CBB. I got you. Jovan's been asking to talk about Lax all day. He's been texting me.
Oh, yeah.
Please check to Boston University and SMU. Yeah, we could talk about them. Boston is one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life. Our guy DeGen is hip to that. He wants to rip his eyes out. And I don't know why one of the 6 college basketball games he's watched was a Boston game, but he's been bitching about Boston too and saying we should fade them every game. Now, with that being said, they're a favorite against American, who has been a wagon, a lucky team, covering, ball bounces their way all damn year. They're not the wagon they were early on in the season where they were almost unbeatable somehow, but they're still doing just fine. They won 3 of their last 4. I don't know what the heck is going on with this. I have no clue why Boston is a favorite in this game. I know they're home. Trying to look up where they are in KenPom. Looks like American is only 229. That's terrible. And Boston is, let's see. Boston is 293 in KenPom. And they're -2 at home. 293 is pretty fucking bad. So, is anybody hurt? Couldn't tell you. Wouldn't know. Nobody does. So, don't even waste your time. You won't find shit. So, yeah, I'm down to fade American any day of the week and take Boston. But just so you know, Boston doesn't cover and American owns me. I'll leave it at that. I mean, Jovan, what are you thinking about this game? I know you know the line's weird, but Boston is terrible.
Yeah, they're really bad. I can't say I have much luck fading American. I haven't done that too much,
Dude,
but
they just
when I
beat
do,
Colgate.
I know.
They just beat the team that's unbeatable.
I'm not saying like I don't endorse it. It's just like me personally, I don't think I have a good enough read on that game to say, yeah, I'm hammering Boston. So I will trust you, and you can be the advice giver in that situation.
I've watched them play twice this year, and it was I wanted to rip my eyes out of my sockets.
Yeah, that's why I'm deferring. That's why I'm deferring to you there.
Okay, hear me out. We don't have to bet on this game. Correct. We don't have to. We could.
Yeah, somebody brought it up. A couple people brought it up.
BU covered the first time around. Yeah, that I don't love that. So they've already played and it was a close game. I agree. Still weird. Okay, and then what was the other game you want us to talk about? SMU.
Yeah, they're bad.
Really? You're giving up?
Yeah. I need like really good splits. I need a matchup that's beneficial for them at this point, which Temple is certainly not. So I mean, if you want to play them, more power to you. I think the line is certainly a little short, but I can't do that. I can't put my coin.
I feel like these teams are very similar. Not records. Temple has an okay record. I feel like both these teams have some bulls on their teams.
They do.
I don't know if it's the coach's fault. I don't know if it's the scheme they're running. I don't know if the guys are just off. I don't know. But I feel like these rosters, these teams should be better with what they got. I mean, yes, Temple beat Houston this year already. You see what happened the other night when they were about to beat them again, and then they lost by like 20 because they forgot how to play? They're not a good team. They have good players. It's a waste. SMU, on the other hand, same boat, except they really don't win. And they really don't respect coins, even more than Temple. Haven't covered in 7 straight. Yep. Nuttall and Phelps are really freaking good. I mean, debatably NBA talent on that team. Yeah. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Temple 5-0 ATS on the road in conference so far.
I will say, I mean, if we're talking about a spot, this is a fantastic one. It's a sandwich game coming off of big Houston game at home. Then they go to Memphis on Saturday or Sunday. But this one, I can't do it. It's basketball brain because I think this is going to be more so of a defensive slugfest, which, I mean, when you're talking about SMU and their defense, how much can it really be? But Temple, like, from watching them in the game against Houston and a couple other games too, what they're going to do, I mean, they're going to defensively switch everything, what's that going to do? It's going to make you ISO pretty much every possession. And can SMU do that? Yeah. But if it's going to be Zerk Phelps and Zach Nuttall versus everybody in ISO, I can't put my money on this team tonight.
Yeah, I really don't want to either. But there's a couple games like that today that are either going to hit and we're missing out on coin, or they're all going to freaking miss and we're going to be kicking ourselves saying, why weren't we more fucking patient? Or why didn't we have more self-control? So we need to do some thinking.
We do.
Bad teams like SMU should not be trusted.
No,
but
that's
they're
not true.
really tempting me.
That's not true. Don't say that.
They're really tempting me.
Trust bad teams all the time.
Yeah, not as much though. Not as much.
You got to pick and choose. You just got to pick and choose.
I know. Wisconsin is 1-11 last 12 ATS. Wisconsin's terrible. We could honestly keep scrolling. I really don't love anything in this.
Yeah, except for Houston might win that game by 50.
Yeah, talk about that. That spread's fat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take it. I'm probably going to take some unders on Prize Picks to kind of incorporate the blowout factor into it. But I know this game was, I think it was almost 40 that first game. But Houston, the way that they've looked lately, them still getting this much respect with a 28-point line in conference. I know it's Tulsa. They've been horrendous. Tulsa's had some short lines, though, so they've seen some respect. Slightly the opposite for Houston. So, I mean, them seeing this, and I think it was like 27 at open or somewhere around there. Now it's damn near 29. They're going to roll in this game. It's wild.
That is a fat spread. Are you going to play them today?
No, I'm not taking 28. I'm not taking 28. But
all right, that's a lot of points, man.
Yeah.
What else we got? I mean, that Wichita State line is funky. Me and Catwise Nick were talking about it on Crabwise earlier today. If you guys haven't been watching that on Wednesdays, I hop on the Catwise stream in the morning. All right. That line is weird. So now again, Wichita State sharp every day. Not in a rush to take them. Okay. Don't respect coin, right? But UCF is just down bad. I mean, they're caked. They haven't won a game or covered in forever. Jarvis Walker under, sure.
Maybe.
Jacob gets it. Nice. I like Wichita State at home, but now they're laying 3. I mean, sheesh. Probably off, but definitely lean the Shockers at home to get it done. And I know that was Catwise Nick's POD as well.
Yeah, I lean them with the move here. I don't think the line's that weird, personally. I think they've been playing better. They've been getting more respect on the lines. UCF, I think, is a dead team at this point. Used to kind of rely on defense to be their calling card, and now it's not enough. So, I mean, they're trying to play these slower games, and their offense can't keep up, so they've just started trying to score again, and it's not working either. So I can't fade UCF in this spot because they've been so pitiful lately, but I definitely lean that way.
Okay. Yes, I don't think I'm playing the Shockers either because they keep burning me and they're sharp every week, like Florida State. So I'm probably good, quality over quantity. There's a lot of plays like this today, Jovan, and it's testing me.
I know. It's got to be selective.
Testing me.
Got to be selective.
All right, we move. You think DePaul covers against Nova? I've seen some sharps in chat say they think so.
I mean,
God, espresso bets, bro. You gotta stop saying these things. You're gonna make me bet on these. You're gonna make me take these bets.
It's just Ken Palm. That's only one part of the equation. It'll be fine.
I know, but he's sharp with those when the lines are way off, and I like where his head's at when he's looking at that shit. Keep doing that espresso bets.
For sure.
No more comments, please. You're gonna make me have 10 bets today. Okay, DePaul, Villanova, anything? If not, move on to Florida. I know you like them.
Yeah, I struggle reading DePaul, so it's nothing for me there. Villanova's not
all
much
over
better
the place.
They're all over the place. They're just erratic, 100%.
Nova also inconsistent too. It's like, when do we want to start trusting them? They haven't done shit. So
yeah, I mean, 100%.
Yeah, if I had a gun in my head, I'd take DePaul, take the points, but I don't, so I'm good.
Yeah, I guess I probably
talk about the Gators.
Yeah, I like the Gators today. 9.5, whatever. Which I think this is a line which, when they're at, they do particularly well in keeping this game close. I think this line, honestly, is a little shorter, maybe a point or two shorter than I expected it to come out as, as kind of, I don't want to say bad, because I would say I've been impressed with the Gators outside of just the Tennessee win. I think their offense is starting to put it together a little bit, which is good. Some of the pieces around Colin Castleton are actually starting to look like they've picked up a basketball before. Will Richard doing okay. I think Bonham defensively too has been a big difference as well. So I like the way they're playing right now. And this is an Alabama team that's very up and down, very cyclical. Coming off of this LSU game where they didn't cover, it was a really, I guess, weird game that they led by a good bit the whole game, let them fight back in it. I wasn't too impressed with them throughout that game. but they came out with a double-digit win at the end of the day. They've had a couple disappointing performances in the last week or so. When they went to Oklahoma and got smacked, of course. Miss State, disappointing, but then they bounced back with a massive win at Vandy. I think they're going to kind of fall into this rut of another disappointing performance today, and I think Castleton is going to eat today. It's kind of a spot where, Castleton, he's so weird because he has the best matchups in some of these games and decides to not be aggressive. This is kind of a matchup that's not the best for him, but I expect him to be aggressive, which when he is aggressive, he's really, really good. So I think he feasts today. I think the guards do enough on the perimeter, and I think they keep this one close. Cover the 9.5.
I like it too. I lean that way. Castleton is still the best big in the SEC. He is. Is he a little soft? Yeah, a little bit on offense. He gets bitched around a little bit when he plays some better bigs, before conference play starts. But he is the best center in the SEC. Bigs run through him, and he's going to play like that tonight. That's how he plays in SEC play.
Bama's covered a 10-point margin in 10 of 11. They aren't cyclical. I'm not talking about games at the beginning of the year between Jacksonville State. We're talking about SEC play.
Real ball.
Not irrelevant stuff.
Real ball. Might go to the Bama game tonight. Sure, Archie.
Yeah, there you go.
Lit.
There you
go. Last 10 of 11. Ooh. Yeah, they do.
I mean, 2 of the last 3 that I see, they're in the past week.
Well, Oklahoma, they lost, and Mississippi State, they won by 3, so that's not true. But it was a good try.
Yeah, Oklahoma was 5. The last 3 that they've had of 10 or more was LSU, where they're 11.5. They didn't cover. The Bama Vandy game, they did cover, and then the Miss State game, they did not cover. So they've lost 2 of their last 3 of 10,
sure.
10 or more.
Sure. Matt, yeah, I like the under. I don't like it going up. I don't like the total going up. I thought that was a little weird. So I'm off that. But yeah, Florida. If Florida's winning this game, it's probably going under. Let's not kid ourselves. They win with defense, so I don't hate it.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I don't know because in this game, because I think Florida's going to have to be offensively better. They're not going to win a slugfest. I don't think they're going to be able to play a game like Miss State played against Bama necessarily. I think it's going to be more bad defense from Bama in this game to kind of keep Florida in it. And if they're scoring, so be it. I think they can roll with the punches. And I think Florida's offense is better. I want to see some team totals. I haven't looked at that, but somebody in chat, let me know what Florida team totals at. I'll be interested to hear about that.
Yep. What about New Mexico State? Luck stay alive or no?
I hate that they're a public dog because I do want to back them.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's only ever so slightly, and it's New Mexico State Grand Canyon. But New Mexico State's just starting to play a little better, and I think this Grand Canyon team, it's another one of those teams that are overvalued a little bit for their name and because they're cool. They have a nice student section, whatever it may be. But I don't think books and projections have realized how big of a hit Jovan Blackshear is when he's obviously not playing in this lineup right now. I think New Mexico State keeps this one close. I think they do keep rolling a little bit and be competitive. I wouldn't be shocked if they make a run in that tournament either. I know there's some tough teams in that, but I think from now on to the rest of the regular season, I think they get going. I kind of like them tonight.
Yeah, they're playing like the team we thought they'd be in the beginning of the season. Decent, right? And they can run the freaking floor, man. There's one thing those boys are. They're conditioned. They might not be great, but they tired out. Gosh, who did they beat 2 games ago? When we were
Seattle.
on. Yes, they tired them out. That was awesome. All right. San Diego State, Utah State. It's time. Game of the night.
I don't know if you want me to go down there.
Okay. Why is everybody fading San Diego State today?
Couldn't tell you.
Everyone likes Ashworth. Everyone likes Utah State.
I guess so.
Well, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm riding it out. I don't care. I don't give a hoot. I got Utah State ML. It's public. Sue me. Arrest me. I'm taking Utah State at home. Again, unranked team, favorite against a ranked team. Don't overthink it. Play it. That system is 23-10. Take the ML. All right. Jovan, are you staying on?
Yeah, kind of have to. I do.
Okay.
Um,
Don't
yeah, I
overthink
mean,
it. It's public, whatever. It's weird. I'm surprised to see that. But we have to take it. It's San Diego State as a dog.
yeah. I mean, I have to. It's another like spot that I kind of anticipated being a little weird when we were talking about it earlier. Yes, Utah State is a great home court. So, I mean, the respect is not something that we're
Scroll down a little bit.
Scroll down a little bit.
Perfect.
It's not something that we're not accustomed to seeing. So I'm not really shocked at the line. Yes, it is a little bit of respect towards Utah State. We're starting to see it move their way, which good. They're getting nuked, but I'm glad it's moving their way. SDSU, they haven't been that bad on the road. I know somebody said that in chat, where they 4-5-1 in conference play at home. So they haven't been that bad. Utah State, all we hear anytime on stream, anytime Utah State plays, everybody betting against them because they can't guard anybody. Where I think they'll be able to guard somebody today a little bit. This total is moving down a lot, which I'm shocked to see. 149.5 down to 146, which is really, really strange. And I like the splits moving down. So, hey, maybe Utah State's defense is okay today. That would be nice.
Yeah, Dead Larry Bird, not saying Utah State is sharp today. It'll be sharp after the game, hopefully, when they win. But, yeah, I would not be surprised if some sharps were taking San Diego State today, sure. Funk has been hot. Let's hope he continues to play well. Okay.
Bearstead, yeah. I think it's a Bearstead game. He's been playing really well recently. I think he's going to be by.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, Wyoming. We have to touch on this really quick before we do the squad ride. All right, get ready. Put your thinking caps on. Okay. Here's the deal with Wyoming. Yeah, first of all, yeah, Wyoming can go to hell. Yep, we get it. They do not respect coin. They don't have their best player anymore for the rest of the season. He's out with a concussion. I mean, I've never seen a team get this hit by the injury and sickness bug in my entire life.
Yeah,
I think maybe in any sport. Like, this is nuts. Now they don't have Noah Reynolds, who's out for the whole year with a concussion. Gosh, I hope he's okay. That's kind of scary. They're already rolling him out. Hopefully he gets back on track because he's really good. But Jovan, I know UNLV's been in piss, and they're not good. They're just not good. Everyone who was saying they were good earlier this year, they're not good. Okay? Sorry, they're not. Why the heck is Wyoming only laying 3 at home, though, where it's going to be Maldonado versus an entire team?
Yeah, I can't really tell you. I really can't tell you. And yes, there have been spots where Wyoming has been sharp all year, but I'll tell you what, the one time or a couple of times that they have been sharp and come through is when it's been bad news related. There's been a couple of games with, I think it was Maldonado was out earlier in the season, and they covered that game easily, and they scored like 80 points in one of those games. And I don't know if it was Maldonado and somebody else that was out very recently too. We took them and they won outright. So, I mean, they've been good in buying bad news spots. So if there was any time to take Wyoming in a sharp spot, it would probably be today.
That is the one thing I did not want you to say.
I'm just saying. Just saying, but I'm not saying.
Man.
It is starting to tick back their way too, which I like. It's good.
I know it's ticking back. I'm watching it because I want to take them.
Yeah.
Is it on TV?
Is it on TV?
It's on Fox Sports 1. It's not even on CBS. It's on Fox Sports 1. They're probably going to have Shaq commentating this with LeBron and Kareem. You've got to be kidding me. Hey, last time I broke the rule and took Wyoming on prime time, shit paid. Shit paid. Do we go back? Do we?
Man, I think we have.
No hammer stream today, Sammy. It's just once a week, brother.
Yeah.
Trent wants to take him, I'm sure. After what they did to us last time, but all right. Why don't we focus up? I did not want. I wanted you to say, remember, we don't take them. on prime time. I didn't want you to say hammer them with all the money you have in your account.
I didn't say that. Just saying.
You pretty much did.
Bad news has been the one spot where they have not let us down this year yet.
You pretty much told me to take out a loan from a loan shark.
I mean, check this out too. Look at the splits on the over with injury news. Like if you look at this game, who the hell is going to score for Wyoming? And even if they're not scoring, how the hell are you getting 147 in this game?
We got to get Maldonado on Prize Picks.
He might have 75 PRA tonight.
Yeah, we got to take him. Do we want to even put that in the squad ride? That'd be a good excuse for me to take him.
Yeah, you can put him on.
8.
Yeah. Probably not
what are they?
Votes anyway.
2.5 consensus probably.
Yeah, 2.5.
We'll go Wyoming plus 2.5. What else you want to go? What else you want to put in?
I mean, we know it's probably going to win.
Look, we've hit 9. We've hit 9 in a row. I want to hit 10 in a row. I'm sure everyone in here does too. I know you do as well.
Yeah.
Fuck PODs. Fuck whatever. Let's just put in our 5 favorite plays today, and let's have chat pick the winner like they've been doing.
All right. Well, country roads.
Okay. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't be fucking around. Can't be getting cute. We're not. Not saying we are. I'm just saying let's stay focused. Let's get to 10 because I think chat wants to get to 10 as well. Okay. Utah State. Why don't we leave off after looking at those splits? Still on it, guys. Still riding. What else do we want to put in? Missouri State we could put in.
Yep.
Missouri State's money line.
Yep. We can pick.
You want to put in USF?
I was going to say either pick one of the Florida schools or put both.
Oh, I like Florida. Can we do Florida plus 9.5?
We can do Florida.
We could do both too if you want. I don't know. Is there anything else we like better?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have another play that you want to put in there instead, I like them too. Gladly.
I'm looking through chats. We got Florida in there. Okay. Let's put in USF. Let's put in USF. Boston was looking at me funny, but I don't know. Let's put in either USF or SMU. I'll let you decide between those two.
I mean, I'm very biased towards not taking SMU, but if you like SMU enough, you can put it in. It's up to you.
Are you going to be on USF today?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go with that. We got Wyoming plus 2.5, West Virginia money line, Missouri State money line, Florida plus 9.5, and we got USF plus 6.5. Poll should be up soon. Go Hokies, Joey. We got hella people in here, Devin. Yep, 600 people in here. Lit. Keep getting better every day.
It's the energy we need. Good shit, Gusty.
Unknown Gusty.
Good.
Sure.
They are winning tonight.
Sure. Yeah, guys, tell your friends about the stream. Get them hip. All right? Also, tell them you could take our bets as yours if you want to seem smart in your friends' group chat, too. Let them know you got a sharp play tonight on the college basketball floor. They'll think you're Jesus Christ. Hokie alum here, D-Soup. Sure. Go Hoks. Go Hoks. Lax game. You guys are sick fucks. Holy Cross and Merrimack. I like Holy Cross plus 110 if you can get them. Haven't hit a lacrosse bet yet this year. Full transparency. 0-4.
There you go.
So I probably should be listening to you guys. Poll is up. Is the poll up?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I haven't looked at it, but I can only assume.
Poll is up. West Virginia's winning. Shocker. I wanted you guys to pick Wyoming. You didn't get the hint. Sons of guns. You could still take them too. Wyoming got 9 votes. Yeah, could you blame them? They got more than USF though. That's
surprising. I didn't think Wyoming would get more than like 2.
Holy Cross Lax is horrid. Yeah, they are horrid. I don't know why they're only getting 4.5 points to Merrimack, who's not the great either, but I'll take the points there. Favorites have been covering machines. Something's got to give. Jerry Lucas turns into Jimmer Fredette. Sure. USF swept under the rug. Maybe that's a good thing, Unknown Ghosty. Maybe that's a good thing.
literally finger hovering over the money line as we speak.
Yep. Well, it's looking like West Virginia's gonna take the cake. They got over 100 votes, Jovan. So,
Lord,
what are you doing over here?
look at this.
Oh,
Look at this.
what is that? What game is that?
Oh, you want to see
USF?
what game that is?
USF? Yep. Sure. Memphis should be a safe light pace.
They should be safe.
All right, guys. Well, probably going to talk myself into taking Wyoming by the end of the night. Stay posted. All right. Big Three is already posted on Picket. Okay. As always, we appreciate you guys coming on here. We're not just doing this shit for us. All right. We're doing it for you guys. Okay. We're not just talking to a freaking wall. All right. You guys keep picking winners. We keep running this shit, putting in work, and finding you guys options. All right. We're going to pass the baton off to our guy Trent. He's going to take us home. All right. Let's see if he can hit a parlay today. But for now, we're going with Dub V ML to get to 10 in a row for the BTL squad ride. 46, 24, and 1, ladies and gents. 9 in a row. Let's make it 10. All right. And to celebrate, we'll be ripping the Pure Shenandoah Buzz and Berry. All right. Link in chat. If you've been making money from the stream, you don't have to pay for shit. Just buy some good product that we support and use. All right. And back. Okay. Promo code BOOKIT. 15% off. Corp berries, corp gummies.